Welcome back to Information Technology lectures initiated by Seth Vidyamandir Junior College. Information Technology lecture 12 Science presented by Mrs. Pramila Adia. Yes students, today we are going to start another new topic, a new chapter number 4, that is emerging technologies. Yes students, here we are going to see a number of technologies which are used today, how we are connected with the world, how the devices are connected through internet. In the last chapters we had studied about the web pages. That is the technology of developing the web pages which you have studied. It was limited to your PC itself. Now these technologies, that is the internet, using the internet, what all other things you can connect. That is, you can connect devices, electronic devices, you can connect the vehicles, physical devices and home appliances with the help of internet. So we are going to study a strong connection of connectivity of the internet, through internet, how we can connect to the outside world, that is the physical world. Also you can see how connecting helps us in resulting the efficiency and improvements of the economic benefits. What are the benefits of this connectivity, of this internet? That is the connectivity of internet we are talking about. This reduces the human efforts. Also, today we are going to study the first topic of emerging technologies, the new technologies which we are going to study in internet, right? That is the basics of IoT. IoT means Internet of Things. Internet of Things, what is the meaning of it? What is the definition of Internet of Things? Then after that, in this particular topic, you will also study basics of cloud computing. Yes students, these are the new technologies which you are using it now and then. How this cloud computing technology will help you in your further work. Next, what do you mean by artificial intelligence? What are its advantages, disadvantages also? And lastly, the introduction to 5G network. Okay students, so these are the current topics in information technology which you are going to study in 12th standard. This is the new syllabus. This is the technology which is going on right now in the market, and that is what you are studying. This is the thing, very interesting topics, and you will really enjoy these topics. So let us move ahead to the first topic of the 4th chapter, emerging technologies. Yes, the first topic is the basics of IoT, that is the basic of Internet of Things. So today in this topic you are going to study the advantages of IoT, the disadvantages of IoT and the applications of IoT. Applications of IoT, where this IoT is used, what is the advantages. Along with the advantages, this technology has certain disadvantages. What are that? What is the definition of the IoT? Okay students, let's move. In this slide, you are going to see the definition of Internet of Things, that is IoT. What do you mean by IoT, Internet of Things? See, connecting the things with the appliances, with the vehicles, as I said, with your softwares, along with the softwares, how you're getting connected with the physical appliances, physical devices you can say, right? This is the meaning of Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is actually a pretty simple concept. It means taking all the things in the world and connecting them to the internet. Now, you know that every other thing which we are using, the gadgets, the electronic gadgets, we can connect all these things with the internet. You are doing this in the daily life. Yes. Today we are going to study in detail what exactly these things are there. IoT involves extending internet connectivity beyond standard devices and can be remotely monitored and controlled. So this is a small picture I can just show you of this particular definition. Here you can see the laptops, the tabs, right? The gadgets and all, they are all connected with the physical devices. Here in the physical devices you can see the vehicles also, you can see the electronic devices also, plus the home appliances also, right? So these all things you can connect it, and this is what is called as Internet of Things. Okay students, let's move ahead. Let's first see the advantages of IoT. Now what are these advantages? See, these are the 6 advantages which is given. First is called as efficient resource utilization. Now when I talk about efficient resource utilization means what? You can see I have given a small picture related to that particular topic. That is, in efficient resource utilization, what you can see is, you can see how the person is connecting his laptop with the devices. See, interactive voice response, smart climate control, real-time access information, conference booking, right? So using that particular laptop and the connectivity and also the softwares which are used, how he is connecting himself to the other sectors. That is called as resource utilization. Now what happens in this thing? When you function such type of devices, the efficiency works. You can see the person becomes, or that particular business gives you more output. That is the efficient resource utilization as a natural resources. So you can see that sitting at home, you can do a number of things with the help of this internet connection as well as the device connection and also your resources. How you can connect to the resources. The second picture shows you about the minimize human effort. What happens is, due to the internet, that is IoT, if the IoT, that is Internet of Things, they interact and communicate. So what happens? A lot of tasks can be done. Here you can see how the internet can be connected to the world, to the house, to restaurants, to hospitals, to the weather departments, right? So, and also for shopping purpose and all. How this human effort has been minimized. Sitting at home, today you are facing that particular situation. Sitting at home, the internet connection is the only thing where you can connect with the world sitting at one place. So what is the main thing over here? It minimizes the human effort. You don't have to go everywhere to search about the things or to hunt for the things whichever you wanted. At a click, at a single click, you get all the information. Why it is, how it is, due to the IoT. This is the thing. Now the third point comes about the time saving. Of course, yes. Now, what happens is, as it reduces the human effort means what? Sitting at one place and getting all the informations. So this what it does? It saves our time also. Definitely. Right? And time is what? It is the primary factors in automation which can save through the IoT platform. Using the Internet of Things, I can save my time and I can utilize that time in doing some other work also. The next thing comes about the enhanced data collection. Now what do you mean by data collection? Now see students, as you know that as we are using all these devices, the data has been collected somewhere and then it has been processed. Now how this collection has been done? Through another devices again. Now here in the picture you can see a small picture gives you all the information about the satellites. Now when the satellites are moving around, Now how to get the information of the satellites? There is some ground station. There is some device which captures all the information of the satellite and gives you on your PC. That is called as the data center. Right? Now you must have seen the movies and all, right? How you get all the information about the galaxy. How you get all the information. Now best example you can see, that is the Google Map. In the Google Map, this is the live satellite which is going on, right? And you can get all the information onto your Android phones, right? Then the next thing, this is called as the data collection, right? At home, in the car, as well as on the PC, on any other electronic gadgets. That is called as the data collection. Now, the last one, that is the security. Yes, it improves the security. Every electronic devices comes with the pros and cons, right? So that particular device or that particular system has to be secured. This security also is done with the help of IoT, that is information of Internet of Things, correct? That is how you can improve the security systems at home or in offices and all. That also we can do through these devices which gets connected with the Internet. That is the advantages of IoT. So these are the advantages of IoT. With the help of pictures, it becomes very easy to memorize it, and also these are the things which you see daily in your life. All around you can just see all these things. These are the advantages of IoT. Okay, students. Now the next slide. I just said every technology or whatever informations which you are getting it, right, of the IoT. The IoT, the basics you have studied now, advantages you have studied. What are the disadvantages of this particular system? First thing of the disadvantages is called as the privacy. Yes. See, every electronic gadgets has its own security system, right? Even without the active participation on the user, the IoT system provides substantial personal data and maximum detail. Yes. If you have the password, if you have the authentication of that particular device, what happens is you get all the information. So it's just, you can see in the picture it is shown. The real member is not sitting, but there is a duplicate person which is sitting and which details, it gets all the details of the PC. You can see that the PC's informations can be stolen or it can be pirated. That is called as the privacy, right? In the next picture, it shows about the complexity. Complexity means what? That is, now you can see a lot of devices are coming into the market which gives you all these advantages, but it is very complex also. Complex in the sense that is, it is not that easy. Sometimes a common man cannot go through these devices or use that devices so easily sometimes. The designing, the developing, maintaining and enabling the last technology to IoT system is quite complicated, right? How to develop it? Only the programmers, only the experts, right? Those who are expert in that particular field, they only can do these things, and it is not that easy. It is a very complex thing because the maintenance also becomes there. Here the maintenance comes. If something goes wrong, again you have to just see the things. It's not that easy. You have to hunt for, dig for the problem, right? So these are the two main advantages which are seen. And the next of advantages which I have just taken it, that is called as the unemployment also. What happens due to these gadgets, due to this internet, IoT, what happens is many man sources have become less. We are depending on the machines most of the times, the working of the machines, right? As it has seen, a machine when it is introduced in the particular factory or in a particular organization, what happens? The manpower decreases. So what happens when the manpower decreases? The unemployment also increases. So these are the disadvantages of IoT. Okay. Next. Here you can see the applications of IoT. That is where this information technology, that is IoT, Internet of Things, is seen. The first one you can see, that is called as smart lighting. Now you can see lights all over, right? How the lights have been placed. Different types of lighting system has come on the buildings, in the building compounds, right? In your area around. Also you can see the street lights, right? How they are placed, right? There is one technology in that particular things. It cannot be placed directly. Kidhar bhi, you cannot put a pole anywhere and you can say yes, this is the light over here. There has to be some conservation of energy also. That particular lights which you are using, right? It has to save the environment also. So all these things is called as the smart lighting. The illumination of light is controlled on the basis of daylight, right? Using the daylight also. That is, nowadays we have the solar systems, right? So using the solar systems also you can generate the electricity. So these all things are called as the smart lighting. This also we can do with the help of IoT. Okay, students? The next one is called as smart thermostats. What do you mean by thermostats? You have seen many devices, right? In your home itself you can see there are many devices and there are different remotes for that. Different types of buttons you are using for that particular electronic items, right? Now for example, when we talk about smart thermostats, now you can see there are different types of television come, smart TVs have come, right? There are different remotes along with that. So what happens is, when you have this IoT, you're connecting the internet with the things. So what happens is, in a particular mobile, right? A mobile can function all your gadgets which is placed at your home, right? That particular system is known as smart thermostats. That is, in a particular mobile or one single remote can handle your AC, can handle your electronic system, that is the light systems, the fan. Also it can operate the TV also, television set. Okay, so all these things are called as the thermostats. Smart thermostats, why? Because it can control all your systems of your home, right? That is, allow the users to schedule, monitor and remotely control home temperatures. This is what, right? This is the meaning of thermostats. Now the next one comes the password based or facial recognition door locks. Yes students, this also system you have seen that there are different types of door locks, correct? Either it is a facial recognition door lock or a password based door lock, right? When you see a password based door lock, that means it may be a fingerprint scanning also, that is the biometrics can be used over there. A physical key also has been given, as also a remote control lock is also there. That is, the lock can be operated with the help of a remote. Second option you can see that is facial recognition, right? That is, this type of system shows that the person who is the owner of that particular house, he owns that particular facial expression, that is that particular face has been installed in that particular device. So when that person stands in front of the lock, then only the door can be unlocked. That is the facial recognition. You can see the system in your mobile phones also, biometrics as well as facial expressions, right? That facial recognition also you can see it in your mobile phones. The same system is being used in the door locks also, right? This is also based on the IoT because of the internet. That is, the internet connectivity is there in that particular devices. That is why all these devices can work. Next things comes about the smart security cameras. Yes, you have seen this cameras also, right? This cameras gives you a large view all around that particular place, right? And the different cameras, you can locate different cameras into different locations of your offices, of your house or into your areas, right? And that can be monitored in a single device, right? So you can see the picture which is given over here. security cameras that identify known and unknown person and raise an alarm in case of security threats. So these all can be monitored with the help of IoT. Next thing comes about the smart traffic signals. Yes students, you are moving around, you know the traffic signals, how it has been controlled today. Nowadays you can see the speed is also being monitored, plus if you have broken any traffic rules, that also has been monitored very easily through the help of smart traffic signals. Right, the CCTV cameras are there on the signals which monitor all these things, and they are connected to their particular system. So whenever you break the traffic rules or you extend the speed which is given over there, so what happens is you are being fined. Directly it comes into their particular system. So this is again a application of IoT, you can say. Signals that can adjust their timings to accommodate commutes and holiday traffic and keep cars moving. Yes, if there is a traffic also, you can see if there is a traffic, it controls the traffic. Right, the vehicle detector, they come to know the person sitting over in the traffic signal offices, they come to know through this particular device that there is a traffic jam in this particular area, and which helps them to remove these things. So this is the applications of IT, students. Okay, so these are the things which we have studied, that is the basics of Internet of Things. So this is the first topic which we have completed in this chapter. So slowly and steadily we will complete this chapter, the second point, that is in the next lecture. So here we come to end with the fourth chapter. So students, study well and get each and everything properly. Thank you very much.